So thanks for coming by, for this presentation. So basically, what we have is, what we did. We took a very unique approach to, come up with a very interesting software to make. I mean, we all know, right? I mean, I started my career. This was in '97. I started my career doing Y2K projects for iSeries, and we got a 20-day crash course training, and then as we, developed, did a lot of development, I absolutely fell in love with iSeries, and I got my own machine and kept it in my basement, and kept playing with it. So it's looking at all the modern mobile technology that's available for us, Apple, iPhone, and Android, mobile devices. It's an inspiration, from that perspective. So what we said, hey, we really set out to solve a problem for people in the distribution center. In the distribution center, there are complicated devices that people use, in terms of wearable technology, in terms of handhelds, and how can we provide better tools for people that work in a distribution center and help them not only do their job efficiently, faster, and reduce training time, but also give them a much better engaging tool, right? I mean, today, if you look at it, right, there are millennials walking into the DC. These are 17-year-olds that are coming into the DC that pretty much grew up with the touchscreen technology. So you give them these old devices like these, they are very upset. They don't enjoy using them. It takes a long time for them to learn these devices, and that's a wearable technology, and then that's a handheld, and that's a supervisor that's working in the desk. So I mean, if you are in the logistics business, this is what you guys would see. Do you want to do a quick introduction about yourself, please?
Sure. I'm Jose. I'm from Best Chairs. We sell upholstered furniture, so sofas, chairs, love seats, that kind of stuff.
Sorry, what is the name of your company?
Best Chairs.
Best Chairs.
Best Chairs.
Best Chairs. Okay. You guys move. I mean, you probably have some kind of a distribution center, and you move that, right? So you support. Is there any logistic systems or supply chain systems that you support by yourself, or?
I think we have third party.
Third party. Okay. Okay. So this all is mainly in the supply chain that we have seen. That's the inspiration for this whole improving the UI UX. So what we thought was, hey, there is touchscreen technology that's available. Why can't we? This is what we came up with. What if we provide the keys that are right there on the screen, and they can slide away. It's all swipe and the touch technology instead of using the old school buttons. So you can have it's configurable keys that you can have. You can have alpha only or numerate, or just from a distribution center perspective, what we want people to be doing is that they come in and be productive as quickly as possible. So give them a very simple UI that most of the time people do picking, fulfill orders. People do. There are supervisors that are mobile, that are they want to work closely with the operators that they manage, the pickers they manage. So we came up with this technology, and that's what this looks like. So that's something. That's a wearable technology. It's modeled after a Android or an iPhone, taking advantage of all the touchscreen capabilities, and also that is a supervisor that gets an iPad, and we can also. So what we did was we took the old school terminal emulation for an iSeries, right? I mean, it's an IBM, or it could be even Microsoft. There are a lot of terminal emulations that are available in the market. So we took that and then created our own terminal emulation, and then put in all this. I mean, imagine if you can make a keyboard out of glass and then put it on top of the screen, right? That was the idea. So we built that, and then and basically we took that to the. I come from the distribution background. That was my domain where I spent a lot of years implementing warehouse management systems and so forth. So when we showed it to our end users, they were like, "Wow, well, this is good. Can you do this? Can you do this?" Right? Like that, they kept on asking one by one, and we took that. I mean, whatever we can do with all the data that is available on the screen, we basically took that to the next level. How can we? For example, we voice enable the whole thing. because from a distribution center perspective, the last thing they want is I mean, this was the, let's take a step back, right? This was the handheld device is what everyone starts with for data collection purposes in a distribution center. So the problem with that is you have to constantly keep it down and then pick it back up. So in order to save the time, we went with a wearable. So wearable means they don't have to keep it down and then pick it back up. So what would be the UI that look like, and majority of the logistics companies in this space run iSeries, right? Because iSeries is very reliable, stable. It just keeps running forever and ever and ever, and so people love iSeries. Even though the green screen works really well for a warehouse environment, it's fast and it gets the job done. People scan the data and then keep going. So the wearable was there, and then even what would be the next level of improvement to the wearable, right? That's when because you're still, as an operator, I'm still looking at the screen. So if you can voice enable that thing, then I don't have to look. I can just talk to the computer, right? That's the I mean, there are proprietary technology that's available in the market, but what we said is, hey, can you take advantage of the Google Voice that is available in the mobile device, and then voice enable the whole thing, so you could be talking to them and you don't have to look at the screen, right? So that's from an operator's perspective, that became really, really efficient. And then so that is this. So basically, it's plug and play technology. It uses the Android mobile device with Google Voice, so you can talk to the computer, talk to the iSeries, and then get your next set of instructions and then keep going. Basically, perform picking, anything you want. I mean, it's not only for picking. It could be, if it makes sense to use in a bank, we can use that. Use this one too, and it's plug and play. Today, at least in supply chain, if you have to do voice systems, it takes a long time to integrate. The projects could be anywhere from 3 months to 6 months, depending on the amount of data that goes between back and forth. And then also there are some disadvantages with those proprietary systems because they require a template recording. Every person has to record their templates. That's not there. And also, this takes advantage of everything that's available in our smartphone, right? I mean, you guys probably do, hey, okay, Google, right? You say, okay, Google, and then you invoke, you can ask Google to find the nearest restaurant. So, that's what we do here, and it's all plug and play. So it takes like hours to implement instead of months, or it's easy to implement. That's the point. Any questions? Any comments you guys have? That's the IoT part of it, right? I mean, if we take a mobile device, this is a really, really sophisticated computer that we all carry. It has sensors. It can measure steps and all the accelerometer and the pedometer and many more things that this has. So we capture all that data from those sensors, and then we make it available for operators and supervisors so they can see who is working the most. Because in a distribution center, normally you don't want people working a lot, because that's considered unproductive travel time. You want people to be picking or doing the task instead of working. So that's something that supervisors want to see. And basically what we did is, I mean, this is again, plug and play with whatever data that's visible on the screen. We can grab that data in terms of, hey, this is the location where I started my work with. This is where I, this is the time I logged in. This is the time I logged into that specific function. This is the time I did my task and all that. So basically, this is metrics that we can capture from what was in the screen, right? From a picker perspective, things like that. So going back, I mean, it's really, this is our whole system, and it not only works for iSeries, it can also work for any system that connects through Telnet. It could be an AIX, it could be a Unix, it could be a Linux, it could be a Windows, it could be anything else. Anything that connects through Telnet can work. And I mean, we got the predominant number of users are from the iSeries. And then we also have something called gamification. Basically, we capture again from the screen whatever data that is available. You can capture that and all that. Take advantage of the latest gamification concepts, right? I mean, one of the problems in today's work environment is the engagement, worker engagement. People, one is people are not as engaged as we would like when they work, and the other one is also they don't have real-time visibility to the performance metric that they are performing towards. So with this, we are able to engage them. I mean, if there is you can create 3 teams in a warehouse and say, hey, team 1, team 2, team 3, hey, let's gamify this environment, see who does more, and then at the end of the day, whichever team wins, hey, we all go for a pizza party or something like that, right? That's the idea, and they win medals, they win. It's just it's not hey, you do this, this team, hey, do this and make more money. It's not more on the monetary incentive based. It's more of, hey, who has the most skill, who can do the best with this setup, right? That's the idea behind it. It's to promote that camaraderie, collegial competition rather than hey, you work more and that's not the spirit of this, because if they follow that, that backfires on them. People are like, they don't enjoy doing the thing. So really have to promote that collegial competition, make work much more fun rather than trying to make it completely incentive based. So that's gamification, and also the other aspect is providing real-time feedback, because there is a corporate goal, there is a team goal. Hey, for this shift, for this picking a group, I got to make this many numbers. So if people, today the systems are not that sophisticated, wherein they get that data at the end of the day or next day. My picks per hour was, hey, yesterday I made 98%. That was my employee performance percentage, right? They do that. If they do that, I mean, if they know that number only the next day, they cannot, do anything today. But if they are given real-time feedback on their mobile device or the wearable or tablet or handheld device, they are able to adjust their speed. They're able to speed up, slow down to meet their corporate goals on a daily basis. That is another idea. I mean, I got a couple of videos that's more talks about what the value prop is more for a warehouse end user. But I would like to, if you guys have any questions in terms of UI UX, I can address those. And if you want to look at the UI UX even in more detail, I can give the software as well.
Yeah, I'd like to know what the results are.
The results are, that's a great question. The results are, we have consistently, the supervisors have told that it's much easier to learn for new users. So when the new users walk in, they take less time to train on these devices. Typically, we have customers that bought our product only for the reason that, hey, typically we would spend like a week or more than a week to train people, to get them fully up to speed on this, to this level of picking. But with this type of software, they are able to get people up to speed in like half a day or a day. Because of the touchscreen technology and because of the smartphone type of device, people are much more comfortable, and they are like, hey, oh, this is smartphone and I can figure this out, and then the touchscreen makes it, everything is much more simplified instead of giving all the 26 alpha keys plus 10 and numeric keys plus 24 function keys, right, with the S400. We just give only the keys that are relevant for that specific function while working in a warehouse environment. And also, more, we have incorporated more millennial-friendly tools. For example, you can chat from your, emulation. From the emulation, there is a chat capability. You can chat with your supervisor. Hey, I need help with this. Can you help me with this? And also, you can add hyperlinks in your emulation, so you can click and then see pictures of, for example, if there is an ASN or if there is some shipment order that's being shipped, you can take pictures of those orders, right, that's going out, hey, to show that, hey, from an order fulfillment perspective, we did our job right. Look at the quality of the picture. Look at the quality, how well we packed and how well we loaded it on our truck, right? You can take pictures and then add that to the, we have a cloud database where you can push pictures to the cloud, and then those can be hyperlinked into the emulation, and you can see that in the iSeries.
So as far as IoT is concerned, the extensions for emulation is something that you or your company did.
Okay.
And it's not a comprehensive demonstration of the various extensions that are available. It's just this particular set of extensions.
That is correct. That is correct. Yes.
Okay, that's not
Yes.
what I was looking for.
Okay. Okay. I mean, it's not the what do you call the standard, all the IBM available extensions that are, I mean, we don't know what is available within IBM. What we did was we developed this unique terminal emulation for
It's
IBM.
more of a case study.
You could say that, yeah,
Than
yeah.
a demonstration
Yeah.
of compare and contrast. So, and honestly, that's what I was looking for more than anything else.
Okay.
Not a reflection.
Okay. I mean, we'll be happy to do a demo for you, more in-depth, what we have, and, I mean, if you could also share what is your specific, use case that you're looking to address.
We are not ready with specifics at this point.
Mhm.
And that's why I wanted to see a variety of things rather than a specific vendor.
Got it. I mean, you're at the exploratory stage where you're trying to create your use case at this point.
We're getting there.
Okay. It's going to be a journey.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
No doubt about that.
Yeah.
Speaking of journeys, I got one this afternoon. But that's when I saw the title, that's what I was looking for.
Okay. So are there extensions available in the iSeries for this IoT thing? I mean, is it?
Well, that's
is
what
it?
I was looking for. That's what intrigued me. I wanted to see what I wanted to see. What I was hoping to see, I should say, was a variety of extensions, and wanted to see some pluses and some minuses between and among them.
Yeah.
And I could walk away with that saying, and I could come back and write up a report rather, and say, okay, these are the sort of things that are available. Where do we want to go from here?
So what is for example, what would it look like? I mean, is it like how would I?
That has not been figured out.
Okay.
We have very good B2B website. But we need something for our sales guys that's going to be handheld. And it's going to be, they're going to be in their car, and they're going to want to do something. They may want to have it voice activated or touch activated. And we have a couple of things already for them, but they're ancient.
Is this they're making deliveries? While they're making deliveries, they need tools to make it easy for them. Is that what you guys are trying to do?
Well, the truck drivers make the deliveries. The sales guys are up
Taking
ahead of
orders.
that.
Okay.
They're doing the orders. The only time they follow the trucks around is for customers that need our help deciding what it is that they have to order. And that happens a bit, but we also have to have an easy way for them to order quickly. And there's other parts of the company that needs different aisle extensions, be it purchasing, finance, customer service, marketing, so on and so forth.
Got it. I mean, what is, what I'm curious is about, you have the regular, purchasing, regular, order fulfillment, regular finance, right? All the things are happening in the regular form, how
Mhm.
traditionally we would do. So what is that, that one extra thing that you are trying to accomplish with this IoT extension? Or it's still TBD?
The interfaces are not good.
Okay.
Some of them go back 4 years.
Yeah, I mean.
To System
that's not-
34 and System 36. And they've been migrated upwards, what have you, but there's a lot of improvement that's needed. The database requires a lot of movement. Like I said earlier,
Mhm.
we're on the verge of starting a massive re-engineering project that's going to handle
Mhm.
many different aspects
Mhm.
of what we're doing. That includes code modification.
Mhm.
It's not code modernization.
Yep.
Database normalization.
Mhm.
I/O enhancements.
Yep, optimization, right? All the taking advantage of the modern things.
And we're not at the stage where we've put it all together yet.
Mhm.
So I was just trying to get a very, very broad scope.
Mhm.
So not to see something specific,
Mhm.
but to get the view from about 50,000 feet.
Yeah,
What's out there?
yeah,
What's available?
yeah,
What are the possibilities?
yeah. Fair enough, yeah. I mean, we'll be happy to help. I mean, I'll share my business card. I mean, if you want to reach
Okay.
out to us, yeah. We'll see how we can help. I mean, business plan. Yeah. How about yourself? Do you have any specific goal that you wanted to accomplish?
We were kind of in the same boat as.
Oh, really?
as
Okay.
you, yes.
Okay. So you guys have a pretty archaic, system that you're looking at re-engineering and modernizing and things like that. Okay. Is there any specific? I'm curious because we could do all this, like how we do, right? You can look at the latest tools that are available, latest, the tech stack that is available with IBM, whatever they provide. But what was that? Is there a specific problem that you're trying to solve that only IoT could solve, or only this UI UX could solve specifically for you guys, right?
We haven't got there yet.
Okay.
We're just checking out what all this could solve.
Okay. Okay, I'll just share my business card. Reach out to me if it makes sense. We'll see how we can help. We are in the supply chain space. That's where we add value pretty well. And the feedback that we've gotten so far with our tools is that training time, we significantly reduce the training time. It's so easy to use. It's millennial friendly. And even the veteran users like the ability to zoom in and look at it because they're all
That's the first time I heard that expression, millennial friendly.
Really? Okay. All right. That's one thing that's happening in the warehouse quite a bit.
Yeah, I've heard of millennial tolerant.
Yes.
But, millennial friendly. Okay, thank you.
All right. Thanks for coming.